What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Genshin Impact video, and today we're talking all about my boy Zhongli, and we're going to talk about what artifact set I think you should be preparing for when Zhongli arrives, and I think he's going to be coming sometime in early December, mid-December, right? Because that's about when the child banner ends, and, you know, give a week or two in the middle of there for them to put out the other banner. It seems like what they're doing, but we have been seeing how awesome Zhongli is with his abilities. We've gotten some data mining, or I guess we would say some leaks from the beta testers on what exactly he can do. They've shown some official trailers, and so we're going to go over what his kit has, you know, so you can understand why we would be deciding between these two artifacts, and then we're going to decide, you know, which one you should be getting ready, how you should be getting it ready, and then just have it so if you pull Zhongli, you get lucky enough, you can put that bad boy, all them artifacts on, and make him really strong and do what you really want him to do. So he's going to have his normal attacks, spear attacks. The one thing you have to understand, at least from the information, again, speculation, all subject to change until it comes out, is that he doesn't have an imbue like Chongyun or the whole Diluc. With Diluc uses his ultimate, his flame weapon becomes imbued with flame or fire, and then Chongyun can imbue with ice. It doesn't really look like our boy Zhongli is going to have any way of putting earth or geo onto his spear when he's doing his attacks. Now, those attacks are going to be swift. He kicks that spear up. It looks like a badass, but we are going to have to be cognizant of that as we move forward on how to build him, right? If we are building him for damage, elemental damage may go to the wayside if he's going to be our main wide attacker. Moving on down, his elemental ability is going to be Dominus Lapidus? I hope I'm saying that right. Obviously, again, subject to change. Essentially, as you can see here, he calls a huge stone pillar, stone structure to come down from the sky and raises it up. And once it hits, it's going to start pulsating, doing geo damage. And then if there are other geo structures around it, they'll start working together, doing even more geo damage. And this includes the Traveler that you guys have that can get into the geo if they want to. And then he also has the ability to explode that. When he explodes it, it's going to put a shield on that can defend against Geo a little bit better. 250% is what it reads here. The shield is going to be based off of his max HP. And then he's just going to do a lot of Geo damage. So that's our first step in trying to figure out exactly how we want to build him, right? He's going to be doing a lot of Geo damage, pulsing, exploding. His ultimate does Geo damage, but we have seen that, again, like I said, we have no way of imbuing him with Geo, so there may be a little bit of Gladiator set we're going to have to talk about as we move forward. His last ability is going to be Planet Befall. It's a sick thing where he crosses his arms, a huge meteor, it looks like, comes out of the sky, smashes into the enemy, doing massive Geo AoE damage, and then it's going to apply an ability called Petrification to the opponent. And what that means is the opponent cannot move. They're going to be taking extra physical damage, which means non-elemental, so it's going to be white damage, and they're also going to be taking extra geo damage, which is what Zhongli here does. So very, very cool kit, very interesting. Going to work a lot better if you have multiple geo units on your squad, obviously, to give him more of the option to be blowing stuff up. But the cool thing about Zhongli is he is kind of one of those units where you put up his big, like, Dominus Lapidus, if they're going to keep that name. It sounds like something out of Harry Potter. Dominus Lapidus. Anyway, and then you're going to be able to just have that resonate, have that be doing damage while Zhongli is not on the field. So that's why I want to bring us to the next part of this discussion is, which artifact set should we be running on him? I think our two choices are going to be Archaic Petra, which is going to be the Geo bonus, you know, kind of like the Geo set. You know, there's like Fire set, a Wind set. This is going to be the Geo set, or we're going to go with the tried and true Gladiator's Finale, which is going to give us a lot of attack. And then if the wielder of this artifact sets uses a sword, claymore, or polearm, which he will be using a polearm, increases our normal attack damage by 35%. So you have to ask yourself this question first and foremost. Are you going to use him as your main white attacker? Is he going to be out there swinging his spear around and you're just going to keep click, 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 and just have him kick it up and do all kinds of cool stuff? Or do you think you're going to be more using him for his elemental skills, his exploding of those elemental, you know, those geo structures, his ability to call down from the sky a giant freaking meteor and then petrify and then do geo damage that way? If you feel that way, even if you're leaning that way, I honestly think Archaic Petra might just be the way to go. First off, it's going to be giving you 15% more geo damage bonus, which means his elemental skill and his ultimate is going to do more damage. And then the 4-piece bonus kind of lets him play that role where he doesn't have to be out all the time and attacking, but still be doing damage, or at least still be supporting the team. Upon attaining an elemental shard created through the crystallization reaction, which is when geo interacts with another element, it makes that crystallized shield thing you can pick up. All party members gain a 35% 30% damage bonus for that particle element for 10 seconds. So what that means is everybody else, depending on what crystallization reaction you made occur, is getting 35% bonus damage of that element added onto what they could do. So he can kind of support in that way, right? He can do a ton of damage, and then he can also make your other people do a ton of damage while he leaves those structures out on the field. I think it's going to be kind of one of those things. It's going to be a game-changing game time decision when he comes out, because honestly, I feel myself farming these to have a nice set ready to go. We do see that he does have some passives and some HP like bonus damage. If he, based off his HP, the shield is strong based off his HP, but I don't really see myself working towards that HP build because I just want him to do as much geo damage as possible. So I'm looking for geo damage on the goblet. I'm going to be looking for attack percent, critical, crit damage, the good things you guys like on all of your normal attacking damage units. I don't think I will be going with the HP set. So once you decide, and honestly, let's talk about this too, something I want to get off my chest. A 2-piece set of Petra and a 2-piece set of Gladiators looking kind of spicy as well. I don't think it's an absolute go-to in the situation that we're talking about here, but it's an option that you can have that you can kind of push forward and use with Zhongli until you get one of these sets built up properly. So honestly, guys, right now, if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely just go ahead and farm you out a nice set of Archaic Petra. That's going to be where we want to be. I think we'll have to wait and see. And again, this is all subject to change, and you do want to be looking for that ever... Oh, and I want to bring this up too. I was going to say, you want to be looking for that geo damage goblet. It's so hard to get. You don't have to get a geo damage goblet that's Archaic Petra, by the way, if you guys are waiting to build up your Zhongli to be really strong. You just have to make sure your other 4 items, your other 4 equipment is great, and then you can have like an off equipment goblet. Do you understand what I'm saying? I just kind of realized this the other day when I was farming, is that you can just get a geo damage bonus whatever set, as long as it has good substats and, it's good for you as far as a piece is concerned, and the set will not really matter as long as your other 4 contain, Petra pieces, and then you're good to go. It doesn't matter what that piece is. I mean, I know that to min-max, you would need that piece to be some kind of that 1 set elemental resist piece, but these pieces are 4-piece bonus. So, I think everybody should really open up their ability to look for these pieces that they want to get a hold of when it comes to these units, and the goblet being the most coveted, most hard one to get right and be in set. You kind of got to let that go and just let it be out of set and let the other pieces fall into place, in my opinion. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Zhongli, at least right now. I don't know how you guys feel. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. And just let me know how you feel about this guy, because I'm super excited about him. He's going to be coming in early December, early to middle December, I guess. We'll give him a little bit of leeway there. You guys need to be farming that Cobalt Lapis. It's going to be very important for your Zhongli's progression. And I'm excited just to see what he ends up unfolding to and how he becomes a better unit, because he's just going to make geo units that much better. I mean, I know people are turning on to geo units right now. They're becoming stronger as the end game comes, because you do need those shields for Abyss and things like that. But Zhongli is going to definitely turn the page when it comes to geo units and kind of open our eyes to what they really could be. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about Zhongli, and if you think it's going to be Gladiators or the Petra, which one do you think you're going to be building on your Zhongli, or maybe another option. Subscribe to me here for more Genshin Impact content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.